Welcome back to Bon Appetit After Dark, where we make all of your dreams in the midnight come true. It's midnight, we've got the munchies, I'm whipping up some pita bread, which is a whole other scene, but today we're going to make a fresh olive tapenade. So here I have probably, 17 black olives. These are pitted Kalamata olives from the jar. I have some green olives with feta cheese. I've got some green olives stuffed with blue cheese. I have about 5 medium to large cloves of garlic, 5 fresh tomatoes, a handful of roasted red peppers, and over here I have some fresh sage from our garden. I have some Italian parsley, some basil, and I'm going to use the juice from about half a lemon. Here I've got some dill. I'm going to use just maybe half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper, some black pepper, probably not the olive oil, and probably not the salt. The key to this is I'm going to pretty much render all of this under the knife into a small dice, and then I'm going to mince the herbs and add the lemon juice at the end. Now, a lot of people doing this at home, if you have a food processor, yes, of course, you can run this through the food processor, and yes, of course, you'll get a much more uniform consistency. But I've been told that my recipes and my food have a feeling of charm, a charmingness, a charmful nature, I'm not sure. And so that's why I just hand chop everything. It's no big deal to me. I've got a lot of experience with that. And my point is, if you have a food processor at home, go right ahead. But this is my food processor. And I think that the odd shapes and sizes lend a different texture to the meal. It adds mouthfeel that you won't get if you use the food processor. Everything might just come out. Plus, with the odd angles and the odd shapes, it allows these foods and these ingredients to express their flavor profile independently, rather than whipping everything up in a food processor. And I think that also time is energy, and energy is love, and so therefore time is love. So the more time you spend making the food, the more the ingredients appreciate it, because I know I'm dealing with pickled olives here, but I feel like the flesh of the fruit is still alive and still has the nature. That might be pantheism. Not sure what you call that, but
the aroma will come out slower or something.
Boy, it's really time for a dad joke now. Did I just go philosophical for like 2.5 minutes? What the heck? I'm not allowed to do that. Nobody wants to hear that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not going to use all of these red peppers, but I think I may as well. What do you think?
Sure.
And I know the traditional tapenade contains anchovies, or at least anchovy paste and capers. The point is, we don't have any anchovies. We do have sardines, but they're for the cat. Carrie and I just can't bring ourselves to eat those. And capers, I used to have a job that involved a lot of capers, so many that I can't get near them anymore. So watch what jobs you choose, children. To you viewers at home, I hear that people who work in ice cream shops cannot eat ice cream. And people who, believe it or not, people who work in pizza shops just can't eat pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to lose the ability to eat pizza.
Right.
I could lose ice cream before pizza. Anyway. So these are going to get halved so they'll sit still. And once they sit still, I'm going to dice these up as well. So I'm going to use these fresh cherry tomatoes just to get a nice garden freshness. The whole thing's going to need some liquid. These are full of liquid. I think I'm going to really appreciate what these are going to bring to the table, because we have our chopped olives, tomatoes, peppers. I've got our Italian parsley, our sage, and our basil. I'm just going to grind all of these up together.
In the garden.
Now, as I've said before, you want to bundle them up, pinch them together, because then you're making more cuts with every pass of your knife. this because I want some of these to hang out in my recipe. I want some of these to stick in my teeth, honestly. Alright, so you see I've got some large pieces because that, once again, it lends itself to the spirit of what I'm trying to create here. So I don't want it to be perfect. Believe it or not, I'm not aiming for perfect. So
Most organic is kind of ugly.
yeah, it's rustic.
Abstract.
Thin layer of that black pepper. Just about that much red pepper flake, maybe that much. Ooh, that much. And that's a pro tip, y'all. Put your spices in your hand before you add them to the meal in case you tap out too much. Because they all have different lids. You never know which way it's going to flow. I think that's a good amount of dill for this recipe. Get that in there. Of course, a seed. I thought we de-seeded these things.
Should tell the videographer.
Yeah, we should tell our prop manager. I've told you before at home, the best way to get lemon seeds is with a fork, so we're just going to fork that little guy right out of there. Oh, we got some of our dill, but I think we can take the hit. Now we're going to simply add our fresh herbs. I'm not going to add any salt to this because everything's been in a brine. I do want to get all of that lemon juice up from the bottom and into our tapenade. Boy, that just looks healthy and so flavorful. There's going to be so much going on with the flavors of this. What I'd like to do, before serving this, I would refrigerate it for about 20 minutes so the flavors can marinate. Look at our fresh tapenade. Now, as my old friend Socrates said, the proof of any hemlock is in the eating. So let's go ahead and give this a bite. You Latin folks at home will get it. This is exactly what I was looking for with this tapenade recipe. The fresh herbs and the fresh cherry tomato really take away from the acidity of the brine that the olives and the roasted red peppers have been marinating in. And they allow all the flavors to stand together in a row, like a brigade. So do try this at home. Thank you for joining us at Bon Appetit. If you'd like to hit like, subscribe, and leave any comments of recipes you'd like to see us make in the future below, we would love that. Good luck and God bless.
Oh boy.
Oh! No olive jokes?
I love you.
Olive you.
Olive juice.
Elephant shoes. Elephant shoes.
Ooh.
Elephant
Late night.
shoes.
Late night with elephant shoes.
These are feta cheese stuffed green olives. These are not while I'm doing my whole spiel, honey. Are you?
I can't.
Do you want this to succeed?
Yes.
Do you even want this to succeed?
I can't help it.
Welcome to Bon Appetit After Dark. We're starting over because Carrie can't. She's too busy multitasking, which is not what she's doing here. Welcome to Bon Appetit After Dark, where we make. Wait. Welcome to Bon Appetit After Dark, where we make all of your dreams in the kitchen come true. Because it's almost midnight and I have the munchies. Once again, I won't explain why. But I'm making some pita bread by hand. You'll catch that in another video. And for the side of the pita, I'm going to make a traditional, non-traditional hummus. We're going to be making a fresh tapenade for our pita bread. Stormy, you can go film the cat if you want.
He's only a child.
Oh, is this going to turn in? Are these outtakes going to be a fifth cat video?
Say hi. be the star? You are a star. You're a shooting star. You're a shining star.
He's a stormy star.
The fire solar eclipse going through America. The body of Christ.
Wait, it's called the Ring of Fire Eclipse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's visible in America all the way to Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yeah.
And Corpus Christi obviously is Latin for the body of Christ.
Mm.
Weird, yo.
America is getting
That's sus.
Christed.
That's sussy baka.
Anointed.
No cap, for real, for real.
It's getting anointed.
Yeah, excuse the truculent cat noises in the
He's
background.
having a temper tantrum.
He is
Hello.
throwing a temper tantrum. This is hilarious.
You want attention?
Do your teeth hurt? What is this? Growing pains? Are you teething?
You want attention, honey? You want attention?
He said, "Oh, hello."
He wants to fight.
No, he wants attention.
He's a fighter. He ain't no lover. I've been chopping on the cutting board just to pass the time away, Lord.
I like
I'm sorry.
it.
I didn't mean to say.
Shucks.
So we're back. Basically, flavor. What's going to go on is the flavors are going to be very flavorful. The tart parts will be tart.
Got a cracker?
What'd you call me? You can call me cracker, but you can't call me cracker. Mm-hmm. That's my word. We own that. Damn Yankees. I wish I knew sign language.
You're speaking it.
Oh, speaking of sign language, I'm licking my fingers.
It's a good sign.
This is really, really good. It's a... What is it?
Hodgepodge.
I hope you try this at home.